one of the more melodramatic songs I've ever written, which is saying something considering I write a lot of melodramatic songs. But this one is called If I Ever Love Again.
Hi there, I'm Dana Foster, and you're watching The Community Connection. This episode, we caught up with Tyler Bartfai as he and fellow musician Sean Rollins performed in Ashcroft at Unity. Hailing out of Powell River, Tyler started out his musical career like any other musician in the high school band. It wasn't until recently that he really pursued his musical aspirations as a singer-songwriter. Tyler's live shows have been described as hopeful, transparent, and vulnerable. On this episode, we sit down and chat with Tyler about just that.
Yes, I would say so, and that's kind of what I aspire to be with my music in general, as well as in the live shows, in the sense of, well, transparent as in I'm not particularly good at having a filter on stage, so people know that I generally write about myself and situations I've been in, and I'm at the point where I'm comfortable enough to share quite transparently what is going on with my life, at least on stage. Off stage, I can't talk to people to save my life, but and then hopeful, just because I think it's always hopeful when you know that you're not alone in feeling a certain thing. So I kind of that's what I write a lot about, in the sense of trying to convey to people that they're not alone in what they're feeling. A lot of them, for me, are situational songs. So, for example, the single off my EP is called She's the One, which was kind of a friend zone song, which it was an interesting one to put into words, but I feel like that's a pretty common feeling for a lot of people, is being, I don't know, friends with somebody and not necessarily knowing how to express deeper emotions or a deeper connection. Yeah.
Often, and it's kind of the title track from it. It's called She's the One. The reason I say it's kind of the title track from it is because originally I had this song, and it was called Can You Tell? And it was just 4 chords straight through and a pretty basic little tune. And then John, who was the producer I was working with, said, hey, you should probably try and write a real chorus to it, and because it's a good tune. And he renamed it when we were editing, She's the One, and so I got a little best of both worlds on it. It goes something like this. Do you catch when my eyes linger on you? Or are you used to that by now? 'Cause a beauty like yours doesn't come around often, so it's sure to draw a crowd. So stems my fear like a rose afraid to blossom, even in your light. And I know there could be anyone for you, many saying what they would do. Can you tell how I feel? You say the words on the tip of my tongue, 'cause I write to conceal. I know she's the one. She's the one. Do you notice when I'm trying to try and make you smile? 'Cause to me there's nothing brighter in this whole wide world than that tinted grin of yours. But I can't tell you this, I'm afraid my words might miss, when all I wanna do is tie up to your shores, make your harbor my home.
Probably the biggest one would be John Mayer. I have a very big musical man crush on him. And from there, though, it spanned out a lot of other influences when I've been looking into who he was influenced by and other people whose music inspires him. And that's what got me into listening to a lot more of the blues. As well, I'm a big Bob Dylan fan and JJ Cale fan, and a big fan of just kind of singer-songwriters in general, I guess I'd say, and a lot of, especially West Coast influenced singer-songwriters like Jason Mraz or Jack Johnson.
I am looking for the truth. Who's gonna ease my mind? Who's gonna ease my mind?
If they know me only as musical Tyler, then it would be that my day job when I'm not touring throughout the summer is I work for a salmon enhancement facility, and I babysit fish for most of the year. And besides that I do a lot of fly fishing.
There's a fly fishing author named John Gierak who wrote a book called No Shortage of Good Days, and I was sitting there playing guitar one day and I figured that needed to become a song. So it in short time did, and so this next one is called No Shortage of Good Days. 'Cause we can't ever compromise on what we think goodness, so we miss anything and shade it right.
What do I do to relax? Play more guitar. Touring to me is there are stressful parts of it and parts of it that do seem like work, but the bulk of it, just getting to go out and play shows and sing and make music is an escape on its own. So when I get back to real life, I usually want to go tour more.
I'm Jana Foster, and this has been the Community Connection on the Hub Online Network. On the next episode, we chat with Sean Rollins, an indie folk singer-songwriter that came to Ashcroft recently and played at Unity. We'll see you next time on the Community Connection.